You're a bum, Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Hey, how you doing, guys? Don't you love when Rocky is about to fight, have that big match, and he does that run, and you hear the music, and you know Rocky's about to kick somebody's ass? Yeah. Hey, this is Willie P. Thank you for watching my video. And if you like, please subscribe. If you got any good comments or bad comments, you know what to do. Yeah. So I got a lot on my mind today. The Ultimate Fighter season finale and UFC 140 Bones Jones versus Machida. See how I do that? It's like a cartoon character. But yeah, anyway, I want to make this quick. Ultimate Fighter is a thing that two of the UFC fighters come together and they train up-and-coming fighters in a contest to see who is the next Ultimate Fighter. And after they all find out who's the Ultimate Fighter, who's the next, they go and they have a season finale. The best fighter or the best two fighters, whatever weight class or whatever they're doing that season, they have a season finale where the two fighters fight each other. And in this season, Michael Bisping and Mayhem Miller are going to fight. And I'm going to give a prediction. But I always like to give a prediction and know I'm going to be right. Because I don't want nobody to be like, hey, man, you wrong. You wrong. You wrong. So I don't want to be wrong. So that's why I didn't do UFC 139. Because I felt like it was so even in every way that you couldn't really pick a winner. I wouldn't bet on it. No, I definitely wouldn't bet on Shogun and Hendo at all. But I feel I can call these fights a little bit better. So I'm going to go with Tony Ferguson first and Yves Edwards. Now, Tony Ferguson is 13-2, heavy-handed, pretty good boxing. And Yves is a great kickboxer. Hands are good too. He's a slick boxer and how the style he looks. And he's well prepared on the ground. So he can bring it up top, down low, it don't matter. And if you're too slow, you're going to get hurt. And I feel like really it was going to be a tough fight, but I feel like Tony Ferguson's going to get him. And the reason why I feel like Tony Ferguson's going to get him, and not because of experience, because Yves Edwards is 41, 17-1, but I feel like he's heavy-handed. And when Tony Ferguson hits people, they go to sleep. Yeah, they go to sleep. So I feel like Tony Ferguson is going to hit him with a couple of shots, and Yves is going to realize this guy hits hard. And he's not going to run nowhere, even though the octagon is big. And what's name's going to knock him out second or third round. Now we're going to go on to the main event. Michael the Count Bisping versus Mayhem Miller. Jason Mayhem Miller, the bully beatdown. Now, these two guys are great fighters. Maybe not a champion. They're trying to say that maybe they'll be fighting for a championship, but I don't know. But I think it's going to be a good fight. And to me, it's a very even fight, right down the middle. So I had to break it down, pros and cons. Good and bad. So first, we're going to go with Michael Bisping. To me, Michael Bisping has the more experience in the UFC. He fought better guys in the UFC. Mayhem Miller only fought 2 times. This is going to be the second time in the UFC. The first time he lost to Georges St. Pierre. So he has the experience. So we go on to training. Mayhem Miller got the training. He trains with the best fighters. He trains at Region Training Center and King's MMA, where the Beast, they train there. He trained with the best guys. Anderson Silva, Verdum, Jake Ellenberg, Mark Munoz. He's training with those guys. Want me to keep on going? Shogun. So whatever Bisping has on the ground, on the top or the ground, Mayhem definitely seen it in a different and more elite way. So Mayhem has that. Mayhem is a jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai fighter. Bisping is the jiu-jitsu kickboxing fighter. So the styles are kind of similar. But why I feel like Mayhem has experience in places that Bisping doesn't is because wrestling is not that big in England. That's why Bisping had to move to California or into the United States, I mean. I think he lived in Vegas. I'm not sure. I don't stalk the guy, but yeah. So I think the guys that he's training with are not on the level, like I said, as what's it called. And he's seen way better. So I'm going to give my prediction right now. And the prediction is, drum roll, it's going to be a good fight. Nah, that's not why you guys came in. You don't want to come in for a good fight. You want me to give you a winner. So I would say Bisping for the experience, but I'm going to go with Mayhem because he trains with better wrestlers and because what's his name has trouble fighting great stand-up fighters who, what's his name, like Bisping fought and had trouble with Rashad Evans, Dan Henderson that knocked him out, and Vanderlei Silva, who actually changed King MMA with Bisping, with Mayhem Miller, if I didn't say that before. So they know how to defeat him. And I feel like they'll have a great strategy and Mayhem will come out with the win. Mayhem, please don't make me look like a fool. And with that, I'm going to talk real quick. Don't want to make it long. Real quick, I promise you. My man, Bones. Hold on. That's my flying elbow. Bones Jones versus machida. Now, I'm not giving a prediction, but I just want to tell you that's going to be a crazy card. You got Bones Jones and Machida as the main event. You got Frank Mir, Big Nog 2, and you got Tito Ortiz and Little Nog. And, guys, give me what you think who's going to win. Tell me, do you think the two brothers are going to win the same night? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. You guys tell me. Leave your comments. I'll holler at you. Deuces. There we go. Peace.